Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear judges of the competition and listeners of faith, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah, thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who gives us mercies and blessings. Wa ashadu anna Muhammadiyah abduhu wa rasuluh, leading teenagers from despicable way with love, and they are the most human with ahlakul karimah. Today, among the listeners, under the title, Don't Waste Your Youth. There's no doubt that youth is considered as the most important and glorious time that every human will pass through. They are the first force in Muslim society and every society in general. It will become kindness and happiness if youth were invested in goodness, kindness, and development. But when badness and destruction pounce on them, supported by some party adding more danger, in this era impact has many more influences to the youth and broke their characters. And the result is, many youth were leaving the mosque and salat, hadith, and even Al-Quran. And also others from world's affair and leaving their education provide flexibility by accessing bad web and disgusting internet. Data also revealed that 70% of students from school and campus use drugs and cigarettes. Is that what we consider to create a great society? Let's contemplate how our youth predecessors grew with the teaching of Allah and our Prophet Muhammad SAW in brotherhood. What our youth predecessors do in that age? Allah Musta'an. Let me show you how to defend ourselves from defiant behavior. The first is faith. As believers, what we simply do is pray on time, read the Quran, fasting, and do charity. It may be difficult to maintain the faith at first, but when you get used to it, then you will feel the pleasure of paying close and rely on Allah. Friends, believe me, all the good you do will come back to you. The second is to ask yourself every day, what did I do today? What did I do that was good today? You have to evaluate yourself every day. Probably you did something bad and wrong. It can be prevent you from the bad step you might take next. This habit could remind you that our purpose in life is hereafter. The third is to push yourself into a group of friends who brings you close to Allah, and also help each other in any difficulties. Have you ever heard about a true friend is one of who reminds you of Allah? So don't waste your time with a friend who gives you bad influence, and be the one who reminds your friend to do good deeds. Indeed, your youth is an expensive time, as expensive as silver and gold. Then that period will never come back again. So, if it invested in goodness, it will be good. And when around down in vain and play, there's no value in their life that time. This is enough for now, and we all ask Allah to put us from the groups who listen to advice and kindness. Praise and greetings to the Prophet and his family and friends. Goodbye, thank you for your attention. Have a wonderful day, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.